We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Terence Crawford threatens the fans, says he can't wait till he catches one of y'all lacking. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Terence Bud Crawford is at it again. Verified Twitter account. He says, quote, "Everyone is tough on social media," crying emoji, shaking my head. Then he says in a separate tweet on his verified page, "I'm no track star, but I can't wait till I catch one of y'all." That is from the WBO champion of the world. In my opinion, this is a bad look. I mean, for one, you're a boxer and you're a multimillionaire, you're a celebrity boxer, and you're a WBO champion. And you're basically just like threatening fans or saying you want to catch them and things like that. So it just shows me that I guess comments are getting to him, which also leads me to the point that Terence Crawford has a lot, and I do mean a lot, of contradictions where he'll say thing A in interview A, say thing B in interview B, and so on and so forth. And it gets very confusing just as a fan of the sport, and you can even be a fan of Terence Crawford. Real is real, right is right, wrong is wrong. It's that simple. So why do I say this? Why do I say that there's double standards, and why do I say that there's contradictions? I mean, listen to what Terence Crawford said. He has tweets where he says when he was younger, and I'm just paraphrasing, but I seen it recently. He said when he was younger, he really cared about what other people had to say and other people's opinion and things like that. And as he got older, he learned not to care. So if that was a true statement on your previous tweet, then how come you're now saying that I can't wait till I'm not a track star, but I can't wait till I catch one of y'all, and everybody's tough on social media? I mean, it's just weird behavior. But I think the fans have grown tired of not getting the fight they want with Errol Spence. I can't be responsible for what everybody's saying. I don't know what people are saying. I'm only responsible for what I say. And at the end of the day, you know, my quote unquote criticisms I think are justified and fair. Crawford, he's a great fighter. He seems like he's a stand-up dad. No one's ever said anything, at least me. I've never said anything otherwise regarding him. The only thing I've questioned is his, you know, intangibles in terms of business acumen, business savvy, the ability to close a deal and broker a deal, and some of the things he's saying. He's saying he wants to be the boss, and I am a boss, and Errol don't have like the freedom, and I have all the freedom in the world, and I call all my shots, wompty. But then he can't spell the word witch correctly. And it's just, I'm being real. It's like whether people like my message or not, I'm not here for none of that. None of that mattered to me, because I know what I'm saying is true. When you're in the green rooms and you're at the cutting room and in the boardrooms and stuff, you have to know the jargon. You have to speak the common language, and you can't go to Apple or Microsoft trying to broker a deal and put on a PowerPoint presentation and there's chock full of misspellings and things like that if you're to be taken seriously. So if Crawford really wants to be taken seriously, it seems to me, if you're misspelling like just little words and things like that in your common tweets, that you would at least get the representation. A lot of people roast Floyd, but Floyd is the GOAT. People say Floyd can't read, Floyd can't write. Whatever you want to say, Floyd made the biggest deals in all of boxing. He made the most money in all of boxing. So none of that stuff that people say really matter, because even if Floyd does have learning disabilities or didn't graduate from high school, whatever people ill-willed things that people have to say, at the end of the day, he assembled the right team around him and made stuff make sense. And whatever shortcomings he had, he made sure that those T's were crossed and those I's were dotted within the people that he fashioned around him. So it seems like Crawford would want to do the same thing. I'm not him. He's free to make whatever decisions he wants, but to me, this is not the way to go. Like threatening fans and stuff like that. Crawford apparently blocked me on Instagram. I've never even tagged him in a post. I don't know what, I don't have no issue, but obviously he decided to block me for whatever reason. You would have to take that up with him. So again, going back to what I said previously, it seems that there's contradictions with what he said. He said he doesn't care what people say, and people don't know ish about boxing and stuff. But then the next minute, he does seem and appear to care what people say, because you're clearly reading the comment. I mean, I've seen, you can go to his tweets and there's threads where people are like, I'm gonna do this to you. It's the internet. People talk crazy. People said, I'm gonna do this. And he's replying to him, you can't come to my city and make anybody look like this. And I don't know. I just feel like Crawford, you got pictures with Jay-Z, my guy. You know what I mean? You're a champion. You should, other people shouldn't even be on your radar or on your level. For example, it's not just, boxing fans are crazy. Boxing fans say weird stuff. We're passionate. Fans are, neurotic. There's all types of stuff with boxing fans. You guys know this. But you look at certain people and some people don't really seem to lose their cool. Like Errol Spence, let's just be real. Do you see Errol Spence constantly going back and forth in his comment sections on negative comments that he's receiving from boxing fans? You guys in the comment section, please just answer that question. That's a serious question. When Errol Spence, because any fight, Canelo, all these fights, I mean, Canelo's another person. I was born ready. He's another person. When is the last time you really looked on Canelo's Instagram and there's people putting chicken emojis saying, hey, you ducking David Benavidez, hey, dog, you suck, and whatever else people got to say. But when is the last time that you have seen Canelo Alvarez respond in his Instagram or on his Twitter to a bunch of people? I guess occasionally it happens, but it seems like it happens pretty often with Terence Crawford. So people at the end of the day, they want good fights. They want to see Crawford, Errol Spence. Crawford has talked about wanting Charlo, talked about wanting Errol Spence, but then he's pretty much sending warning shots at fans. It really, to me, doesn't really make sense. But that's my personal opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, you guys let me know that in the comment section. Nonetheless, this stuff just seems weird to me. Terence Crawford and his fans, the Bud Buddies, said, oh, he's making all this money. He's getting 10 million. He's getting 8 figures to fight David Avocado. This is what they told BOXINGEGO, right? And you would think, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but you would think that fight was just in December. We're only in January. If I made $10 million in one night's worth of work, which is what Terence Crawford reportedly had, why do you care what anybody on social media is talking about? Why be so angry and direct to the comments and things like that? And I'm still gonna talk about this particular point because I think there's something maybe possibly deeper rooted there. How come when it's fans, when it's fellow black people like Errol Spence, like Gary Russell Jr., like Jermell Charlo, right? And even Tank Davis, there's times where Terence Crawford and Tank Davis have went back and forth online. Terence Crawford is almost like animated and jumping out of his seat and saying, hey, Gary Russell, you know what it is. If I see you in the streets, I'll break your effing neck. Right? And I can't tell Crawford how to act or how to feel. Fine. You said that to Gary Russell. You said you were going to snap his giraffe neck or whatever, right? But when you had a Jewish promoter, Bob Arum, and he definitely threw you under the bus. Let's not mince our words here. He threw you under the bus and said this guy can't sell, this guy's not an attraction, this guy need to be more like Teofimo, he got to be more like Floyd. I'm not gonna lose a ish ton of money on Crawford. I don't care if he's mad. And Bob got gangster, the Bob father. Crawford didn't really respond. His team didn't really respond. They say, oh, that's just Errol, or that's just Bob being Bob. That's just how Bob is. But then when it's fans and whoever else is saying whatever people are saying, it's like, I can't wait to catch y'all. I'm not a track star. Gary Russell, I'll break your neck. Errol Spence, you a sucker. You know, you a drunk, you an alcoholic. But where was this energy for Bob Arum? That's a true to life question. Because me personally, I'd never seen it. I never seen him go after Bob Arum. And then to make that matter like even deeper, Terence Crawford was suing Bob Arum in January of last year, I want to say. January of last year. And it's literally a year later, and we haven't heard no updates. So did you not refile? Did you drop the lawsuit? Because one thing I do know for sure is Terence Crawford has been in the Top Rank gym several times since this lawsuit was filed. You know, I don't know if he's ran into Bob Arum particularly, but I know he's been at Top Rank events because you can see him. He's on camera. You can see pictures of him and Devin Haney or him in the gym and Shakur's there. So that aspect is a bit weird, especially when he claimed racial prejudice and racial bias, and people, Crawford fans and, you know, everybody was like, oh, okay, you think you got a case? And then people were supporting Crawford for that move. And they said, hey, that's a gutsy move. If you feel you were wrong, you know, I'm with you, brother. And then now it's just all quiet on the Western Front, but he has energy for, I guess, fans like, I'm gonna catch you in the streets or whatever he said that I said at the beginning of this video. These things to me personally seem a bit odd, like it's like displaced anger, you know? So whoever Crawford fights next is gonna be very telling, because I think he's fresh out of David Avocados and Mean Machines and guys like that. He's gonna have to fight someone that people consider in prime, that really moved the needle for his career at age 35 or whatever age he is. So let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I did want to make a video. A lot of people sent me this in the DMs. 2023 is about to be lit. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. Shout out to everybody that sent to Cash App, $BOXINGEGO, often imitated, never duplicated. There were some PayPals. You know, I see it all. But like I said, I'm working behind the scenes for stuff for the channel. Stay tuned. Keep it locked. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a Super Thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super Thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super Thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.